How you doing, Autumn?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. What are these? Heads?
Yeah.
You're putting new heads on this?
Yeah, for the Camaro.
I think somebody else is, not you.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Shut your mouth. You're nuts. You just like your dad, you're nuts.
I was like my dad?
Yeah, he's nuts.
That's where I learned it from.
That's awesome, Autumn.
Thank you. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn for those of you that don't know me. As you guys can see, we have the ZL1 finally back doing videos again. And I promise you guys, the waiting has been well worth it because I am so excited to announce what I'm gonna be doing to the ZL1 today. So let's just get right into it. So excited to finally announce my partnership with Texas Speed, and they have been kind enough to send me all of the parts needed to do a cam in the ZL1. I have been waiting to cam the ZL1 since I got the car 2 years ago. I've kind of just been putting it off because I don't know, I wanted to gradually like mod the car before I just cammed it and, you know, went all out with it. I guess not all out, but I just wanted to wait a little bit, and I'm finally ready to cam the car. I'm so excited. It's gonna sound so freaking sick, but I am so grateful to have Texas Speed as a sponsor on this project, and they have sent me all of these goodies. So now that the cat is finally out of the bag, let's just get right into unboxing all of the parts that I have for this build. All right, we're gonna start off with the very first thing. Of course, it's gotta be the cam. All right, so this is the cam from Texas Speed. This one, actually, we went with a custom grinded cam just because I didn't want to do stage 1 and I didn't want it to be too subtle, but I also didn't want it to be too aggressive where I was gonna get that drive-through surge and all that annoying stuff you get with that. And I also didn't wanna switch out the torque converter. So this is what I ended up doing to be able to still get that chop where you can actually hear it without it being too crazy. So went with that. If you guys were interested to see the specs on the cam, I would gladly share that with you guys. Just let me know. But first things first, we have the cam. So moving on, we have some very important components to the build, which are going to be the ported heads. So what I could have done was take the heads out of my car and sent them to Texas Speed to get ported, but instead, I didn't want to wait, and you know, I'm impatient. I didn't want to wait to take the car apart and then have it sitting for forever. So what I did is just got ported heads sent to me. So let me take these out of the box really quick. So as I was saying, completely unboxed, we have the Precision Race Components cylinder heads. So these are the ported heads that I did. Let me do a little unboxing for you guys. I actually have not seen these myself. And obviously, we also have the other one. I'm not gonna unbox that just because I don't need to do that for the camera. But there's the heads. On to this big old box full of stuff. You guys, this is why I've been waiting to start this project, because I'm just sitting in here right now. I thought it was cool. And then once you're like out here with no AC or anything in Arizona, it starts to get really hot. And it's been like, what, 10 minutes into this video and I'm already sweating. So it's just the realness, you know? So now we're moving on to the second box. This is all of the other goodies that are gonna go with this build to make sure everything is running correctly. So I just wanna give a shout out to Joe at CordesPerformanceRacing. If you're watching this, hi Joe. Basically, I reached out to Joe to make sure that I got every single part I needed to make sure that the Camaro is running properly, and yeah. But he helped out with this, so I appreciate you very much. That is where I get the Camaro tuned and dynoed, so stay tuned for that after this whole thing is over. But moving on, we're gonna continue unboxing. Texas Speed sent me their banner. I'm not gonna unfold this, but this is what we're gonna be hanging up when we start this project. Moving on, we have a ton and a ton of t-shirts that they sent me. We have t-shirts, hoodies, more hoodies, more t-shirts, more t-shirts. And then they sent me gloves, which I will definitely be needing the gloves. And then moving on, we have the timing cover delete. I guess I'll take this out of here really quick for you guys to see it. This is the whole box of parts that I'm unboxing right now. All right, so I am kind of gonna be going out of order with all of this. So I'm just gonna go through it as I take it out of the box. So first we have the ARP head bolts and studs. Moving on, we have the Johnson lifters. And then we have a set of the Iridium NGK spark plugs, air plate, camshaft retainer plate kit. And then we have the cam bolt kit from ARP.
How you doing, Autumn?
I'm good, how are you?
Awesome. What are these? Heads?
Yeah.
You're putting new heads on this.
Yeah, for the Camaro. We got.
I think somebody else is, not you.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Shut your mouth. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. You're nuts. You just like your dad, you're nuts.
Like my dad?
Yeah, he's nuts.
That's where I learned it from.
That's awesome, Autumn.
Thank you. All right, and then moving on, we have the header bolts, and then we have the push rods. All right, and then we have the GM lifter trays. All right, and then I am seeing a few different gaskets, so we're just gonna get those out of the way really quick. All right, so first we have the head gaskets, and then we have the GM exhaust manifold gaskets. And then they sent me some silicone. And then the Rollmaster timing chain. And I'm not gonna unbox this, you guys are just gonna have to wait for the install video. And then we have the DoD hole plugs. And then here is what those look like. And then we have the wet sump lower gear. And then we have the Rollmaster upper gear. And then lastly, in this box, we have the trunnion kit. All right, and the last part to this unboxing, I actually got another sponsorship, so thank you so much to ATI Performance Products. They sent me two things. So we have the ATI balancer, and then they had also sent me out the lower pulley. Alright guys, so that is about it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to say I'm super grateful and I'm so excited to work with Texas Speed, ATI, get this Camaro project done. I just cannot wait. So stay tuned for part 2 of the new ZL1 build series.